Chapter 8. While others stayed to discuss tactics for the forthcoming battle, I was told to go and prepare myself for my secret foray into the Norman camp. I would need to remove anything from my clothes that might give away that I was English, and then dress myself as a Norman would. It had been decided that I should pretend to just be a house servant or a kitchen boy, because a Norman page or squire would be wearing badges and ribbons showing which master he served. As a lowly kitchen boy, I could just wear nondescript rags. I was walking away from the king's tent when I heard Osric call my name. I turned and waited for him as he hurried up to me. "Let me go with you, Edwin," he said. I looked at him surprised. "I thought you didn't want to take part in warfare," I said. "What you're planning is not battle," said Edwin. "I can do this. I can speak French as well as you do, even better." That was true. Osric was a better scholar than I was. "I don't know," I said doubtfully. "I'm planning to go among them saying that I am looking for my brother. That might be less believable if there were two of us." "Not necessarily," argued Osric. "And it will mean that there will be two of us, with one ready to go and get help if we run into trouble." "If we run into trouble, we will not be able to get out," I pointed out. "There are thousands of Norman soldiers and our camp is 8 miles away." "Yes, but I'm sure I'll be of use," insisted Osric. "Osric!" snapped a deep, angry voice. We turned to see Lord Bane glaring at us. "Father, I wish to go with Edwin to the Norman camp," said Osric. "I want to help to discover the Normans' battle plans." "No," said Lord Bane, and to my surprise there was a clear anger in his voice. "But father," Osric began to appeal, but he was cut short. "Even though the king has given his permission for what Edwin intends to do, I do not approve," snapped Lord Bane. He turned and glared at me. "Sneaking and spying is not honourable. There is only one honourable way in battle, and that is one warrior face to face with another." With that, he turned and walked off with a curt command. "Come, Osric." Osric looked at me with an apologetic expression on his face, and then followed his father away, his shoulders hunched miserably. I felt a hand on my shoulder and turned to see that my father had arrived. "You need to be more alert if you were to survive," said my father. "Your attention was lost, and I was able to sneak up on you. If that had been a sword instead of my hand on your shoulder, you would be dead." I bowed my head. "I am sorry, father," I said. "You were right." "But you were upset by what Lord Bane had said to you," nodded my father, understanding. Then he shook his head. "Let that be a lesson to you. Don't allow yourself to be distracted by anything, or you will die." "But what Lord Bane said," I blurted out. "Is his opinion," said my father in a firm tone. "Lord Bane has many opinions which are different from mine. In this case, what is important is the opinion of the king, and the king approves." He looked down at me, his face serious. "This will be a good test of your bravery and wits, Edwin. You will be alone, surrounded by a dangerous enemy, thousands of them. If things go wrong for you, there will be no chance of us finding out the worst has happened and coming to your rescue." "I understand," I said. Once again he put his hand on my shoulder, but this time his touch was gentler. "Be careful and stay alive, my son," he said.